episode 3 of The Jewel Effect. I'm here with one of my favorites. She's looking cute. She's looking amazing. Hair, lip gloss popping. Okay, everything. I already told you I love your skirt. But I'm here with an independent artist. Again, one of my personal favorites. She's been featured in Essence magazine with one of my favorite songs. She is a beautiful woman inside and out. She is a mother. She is a lover. She is a Cancer. Okay? Yeah. Kevonna Rose, I'm so excited to see you. I'm so excited to have you here. So, yeah.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. So, tell everyone who you are and what you're here to do.
Okay, I am Kevonna Rose. I am a singer-songwriter. I am a mother. I am a Cancer. I am just interested in sharing my stories with people melodically and listening to your stories when you share them back with me after hearing mine. Working on new music. I did put out an EP in 21, and we're just working to put out more stuff that touches you and moves you.
So, C'est La Vie. That was your EP from 2021.
Yes.
I loved it.
Thank you.
I loved it. I can't even choose like which song was my favorite. I don't know if it's between like Erykah Badu or Damn Daniel or Greetings from Atlanta. Like, all right, let's just start with Greetings from Atlanta. That's the highest streaming one that you have on Spotify, right? So
it is. Just
give me the inspiration behind that, because I loved it. I loved it so much.
Okay, so the entire EP is really centered around an experience I had with a guy. And anyway, I just was I got interviewed last week, and I was talking about how I hate performing Greetings from Atlanta now because I just hate it. But Greetings from Atlanta, I was missing this guy that I was dealing with, and I was visiting my sister who lives in Atlanta, and it was the last night we were there. Everyone was trying to sleep, and I'm like trying to quietly write this song because I'm missing this nigga, this guy.
Say whatever you want.
Listen this M word. And I just wrote Greetings from Atlanta as like a postcard to him because I didn't want to actually tell him because, you know, you gotta keep face.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So I wrote that song, but I also did send it to him.
You sent it?
I was like, I wrote this song. Here you go.
Oh, what did he say?
He liked it. Whatever.
He liked it. Okay, good.
Yeah. So I wrote that, and I just was missing him, and we had decided at that point not to deal with each other anymore. We were just kind of moving on with our lives, but it's just like, I miss you. I should be able to say that.
You should, right?
I should be able to say that.
I feel like a lot of times, just as human beings, right, we feel these feelings, but we always second guess, or we don't say exactly how we feel, and we always put a cap on our emotions, right? So I just had a friend actually that called me this morning, was like, Jalen, you know what? I was going to call you last night, and I was going to call my other friend, but I decided, I was thinking all these feelings and feeling all these feelings, and I decided to just send him a text and tell him exactly how I feel. So
good.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
I feel like, how can you heal if you keep it inside or you push it down? It doesn't go anywhere if it doesn't go out, if it doesn't come out. So, I mean, you don't always have to tell somebody you miss them. You don't always have to reach out. But if you get it out in some way, write it down, write a letter.
Because you can't tell certain people.
You can't tell certain people because that just fuels their ego.
Exactly. And they're like, oh, you miss me.
Oh, you miss me.
You miss me. So, yeah. Right.
Yeah, but for me, that's what I did, and that's the Greetings from Atlanta story.
I like that. So I want to tell you about, not tell you about, well, I do want to tell you about it because it's my favorite song, Kevonna. It's my favorite. So let's talk about In Between Kisses.
Okay.
Oh, I love that. That song does something to me. It makes me feel so happy.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, I'm going to be playing that song this weekend because it's Valentine's Day weekend. So it's just such a good song, and I want to tell you my experience with that song. And I kind of want to hear like, what made you write that song. Like, but I this song, it was really, really amazing to hear like this like perspective of just kind of like what I got from it was just kind of like you know, it's somebody that you have a connection with and you're kissing them and, you know, loving them and, you know, you don't know where things are going to go.
So in between kisses, I was seeing this guy was really kind of casual at first, but then it was like, this feels like it's getting serious. This feels like it's going somewhere, but it wasn't. I think we both went into it like we're kind of fresh out of something, not really looking for anything, but it's not spoken, but we kind of know. You know what I mean? But it's just like, the more that I spend time with this guy, I'm like, do I like him? Do I like this guy?
Yeah.
So then it's just like, the whole in between kisses is like, we're doing this. I feel, and I go off of vibes. Like, you like me. I know you like. I know you
can't fight
me.
it sometimes.
Yeah, and you can tell when someone's into you. So it's like, you're into me, but what do you plan to do with this feeling? Like, if we're just doing this thing, I'm not a doing this thing type of a person. I'm like, I don't have time or energy or love to spare to waste on a just doing this thing or having fun. I'm not really a having fun person.
Right.
I don't really want to have fun.
You're intentional.
I'm intentional about my energy now. So it's like, this is beautiful and this is wonderful. I love this. I'm feeling this, but what are we? And I hate that. I feel like as women, we're not allowed to ask, what are we doing question. What are we? It's like, it's so like taboo, like no one wants to be asked that, or no men want to be asked that. But what are we doing? Like,
but why is it like that though? Why?
I guess it makes them feel pressured, and then it's just like, oh my gosh, she wants a relationship. And it's not that I want a relationship. It's that if this isn't going somewhere, which is fine, then I can decide now, do I want to just fuck you, or do I want to reserve my love and my energy for someone that does want something. I don't even know that I want something, but give me the opportunity to decide if I just want to have fun with you or not.
Are we on the same page?
Yeah, but you can't ask that question without scaring them. So as soon as you ask that question, then everything changes. But it's like, how do you know that I want something from you? I do, because
maybe
I like you.
Maybe I just want to have sex with you. Maybe I just just want to take it slow.
Exactly.
But I remember, so a lot of guys may think like, oh, maybe she wants a relationship with me, and it might scare them, right? But then I've had a opposite, perspective from another guy where I asked like, hey, where's this going? Yeah. He was like, oh, you must be asking that because you getting pressure from other places, like, oh, you might have another guy. So that was different from me, because I never wanted it to come off like, oh, I'm being too pushy or pressuring him. I just wanted to know. I didn't have anyone else or anything like that. I just want to know. Yeah, because important. My feelings are there, and I don't want to invest too much energy in you, and then it doesn't go anywhere.
Exactly. Yeah. I know. So I just kind of wrote that song. I actually wrote it while I was driving. I was driving home, and I just had a melody, and I kind of was writing as I was driving, and then I got home and I pulled out my guitar and finished it. But yeah, I like to write about any and everything. Anything that I'm feeling, I like to write while it's fresh, because I feel like I get the rawest, realest emotion because I'm feeling it right then and there. So whatever I'm doing, if I'm cooking, if I'm cleaning, I stop and I'll like go and grab my guitar and write it so I can get that fresh feeling.
Yeah, that's my favorite. So you did an amazing job. I can't wait for the new music coming. It's coming 2022. I want you to introduce your next single, because we'll definitely yeah.
I'm so excited about this. So In Between Kisses is really like vulnerable and sweet and just kind of like, and I like that because that's who I am at the core. I am very vulnerable. I am very open. I'm always going to tell you my feelings, good or bad. I'm always going to be, if I like you, I like you. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to, whatever. But I feel like the first EP was kind of like sad and like heartbreaky. And this one is a little more like I'm getting my grounding back. Fuck off.
Yeah. I feel you. I feel like that's the stage I am in life right now. Like...
Yeah, like, so y'all thought I was sweet. You
thought shit was sweet.
You really thought. But this next song is called That's Fine. Okay. And it's about just kind of waking up and realizing, like, you really played me. Yeah. You really played me. Like, I really loved you. And I really gave you the benefit of the doubt. And I really saw that you were an asshole. I saw you were a jerk. But I gave you the benefit of the doubt because nobody's just an asshole for no reason.
No.
Nobody's just mean or rude for no reason. There's always a root cause. So I always see that, and I always give people the benefit of the doubt. But when I give you that and then you still like dick me over, it's like, no.
Like here I am always being understanding.
Yes.
And then you still,
yeah. And then you finally look and you're like, you're this way, and that's fine. It has nothing to do with me. The way that what you're doing to me or how you're acting towards me has nothing to do with me. Even if initially I take it the way like, well, what's wrong with me? What did I do? Am I not enough? Am I not good enough? Am I not whatever enough? Has nothing to do with me. Whatever anyone does to me, romantically, friendship-wise, job-wise, whatever anyone does to me has nothing to do with me at the core. Now, there may be some other things that have to do with me, but at the core, and that helps me to be able to walk away and say, that's fine. Not that's fine that you're an asshole or that's fine that you did some fucked up shit, but that's fine because it has nothing to do with me. So I forgive you, I walk away. You're an asshole still. I know what you are, but I'm able to walk away from it and say, all right, that's none of my business now. No longer my concern. Not responsible for how you act. Never was, but especially not now. That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
So many times, women, they blame themselves, right? So it's like, well, what did I do? Was I not enough? Why me? Why me? We always play the victim. But sometimes it's things that you can't control, you know, and it's trauma and past experiences that has nothing to do with you. So that's, I don't hear that often, that perspective. That's fine. I can't. I refuse to. Now, there are things that I have to take responsibility for. Things that maybe I allowed or put up with, or maybe ways that I've acted that have caused reactions. I can take responsibility for those things. But when you're just ancient, when you're just an ancient thing, that has nothing to do with me. Right. You know what I mean? So I just have to graciously say, that's who you are right now. And I believe in growth, and I believe in healing, and I believe that you don't have to continue being that way. And maybe later on you'll get your aha moment like I have now, and you'll grow from that. So I'm not holding it against you. But right now I have to decide whether I want to continue dealing with you being this way or I want to move on from it. And then me moving on from it, holding on to the hurt feelings, is me not moving on from it. I love that you have that like accountability. Like, well, maybe it's some things that I did. I had a conversation with someone just on Saturday morning. I was like driving and we were just talking and she said, Jalen, you have all these, you know, situations that you may have gone through and you need to question yourself. You need to think, what am I attracting that, you know, what is it about me that's attracting these different situations? What is it about me that's attracting these different types of men that I have to deal with these situations? Is it me ignoring red flags? Is it, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Let's talk about red flags.
Yes.
I know you said I ignored something. So
yes.
So red flag. What's the biggest red flag that you've ignored?
For me, it's emotionally unavailable partners. But that's all I attract.
Do you think it has to do with the sign? I know you're big on like the signs, or what is it?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I do think it has to do with maybe, because I've been really thinking about this deeply. I just had a conversation. We were talking about Scorpios. I had a conversation with a Scorpio friend about what is it in me, right? Because if I keep attracting these type of people, it's not the people, it's me, this part of it. So maybe I am not ready to be emotionally available, even though I want to, even though my desire more than anything is to connect deeply with someone. And that's why I write the way I write, and that's why, but it's easy to stay at a distance with people that are listening to my music because I don't have to go home with you. I don't have to let you in, really. You know what I mean? I'm letting you into my side of the story, but when I go home and it's just me and I'm having a bad day and I'm whatever, you don't have to see that. So maybe I'm not ready to connect fully, so I attract emotionally unavailable people. So when they come into my lives, there's little things that maybe pop up and show that they're emotionally unavailable, but I kind of no, maybe they're just in a weird place right now. Maybe they're just dealing with this. Or, oh, he just got out of a relationship, so maybe he just needs to, But I'm not thinking, like, I'm just connecting the dots now. But that's the biggest red flag that I always seem to.
Emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we ain't doing none of that no more, okay?
I'm not.
It's 2022, okay? And people can be emotionally unavailable, but are they working on themselves? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can't be making excuses for this one and that one. You have to, try to attract those people who are pouring into those people that are pouring into you. That's like my entire theme of this year. Whether it's romantic relationships, whether it's, business relationships, whether it's friendships, whether it's family relationships. Like, I'm big on that this year.
It has to be equal. I don't know. Maybe I'm not ready. And I think that that's okay. Then I don't need to be with anyone. I don't need to.
That's fine.
That's fine. I think that's important. Like, so if you know that you're in a space where you're not ready to pour into someone the way that they can pour into you, then it's your responsibility to say, I can't right now. Like, I hate guys or girls that will engage with you, sleep with you, deal with you, knowing that they are not ready for you. That's selfish to me. You can have fun, but go have fun with someone who wants to have fun like you. You know what I mean? Especially if they know that you want more. Especially if you voice that you want more. Especially if you show. Even if you're like, oh, I'm cool. Like, you're responsible. If you say you're cool with it and you're not, that's on you. But, like, if you've told the person that and then they'll still continue to deal with you, that's selfish. So I don't want to do that to someone else. If I was dealing with... telling all my business to y'all. I was dealing with this guy on like a having fun tip. Like, I just was like, whatever. And then I'm like, I can't do this. For me, people can do it. If it works for you, you're not hurting people, you're not getting hurt, do whatever you want. For me, to know that you may want something more from me and I can't give it to you, I can't do that. I think that that's so mean.
Have you ever experienced that before?
For someone to deal with me knowing that
you can't give to them.
Oh yes, that's what I mean. So it was this
okay,
guy.
so
and I talked to him about it. He's like, no, it's fine. Like, it's and I'm like, no, but you like me, and now I'm like, ew. That's another thing. I want emotionally unavailable. Once I know you like me more than I like you, I'm like,
Kevonna, come on.
I'm like, I know I'm broken. I need healing.
No, yeah. Are you in therapy?
Not right now. I did have a therapist.
Okay, so you've done therapy.
I have done therapy.
Good. Okay, yeah. I just started therapy.
How do you like it?
I love it. I didn't want to go last week because I knew she was going to eat me up. But she didn't eat me. I really love her. But talking to someone who's willing to hear you and give like a unbiased perspective, it's amazing. It's it could be very interesting to, just hear things that you might not want to hear or even say things that you know are wrong, but you got to be honest with yourself and them. Because what are you in therapy for if you're going to not give the whole story? Exactly. So, yeah. But you're very aware, so.
I know. It's a gift and a curse.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
I know I had my last relationship. It was like one of the hardest things I had to do, like to just separate because just like perfect guy, loving, give you anything you will want in the world, but me and my heart and the way that I am and the way I would want people to be to me, I was like, I can't pour into you how you're pouring into me right now, and I don't think it's fair.
Oh my God, I know. I just had this conversation.
Was hard.
And then when they're like, no, it's fine, I can, and it's just like, no, because then you're gonna resent me. Even if you're okay with it now, let's go 5 years in the future. You're gonna resent me, and you're gonna wish that I
did, and
and I don't want to have that conversation. I don't want to feel bad when I'm telling you now, like, I can't give to you the way that you need, and I think someone else could. That's love.
That is love.
That's love.
That's love. Love is reciprocity. Yeah, and love is selfless and
being selfless and saying I can't give it to you, but I'm sure there is someone that can. So I'm going to release you.
Ugh,
that's love.
That's hard. And it takes a very selfless person to like...
I know.
Give somebody back to the streets for someone else to get That, like,
Go,
what?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Can't you see how
I can't. Just don't do it. No. So, yeah.
I know, it's hard.
Yeah. What's the perfect partner for you?
I don't know. I really don't know, because so the last 2 years have been so, I've learned so much about what I think is the perfect partner. So I'm big on vibes, connections, connecting deeply. And I found someone that I connected deeply with, vibed with well. Like, it's like, wow, you are literally like my soulmate. Like, you are the person that I want to be with all the time and spend all this time with. But can you maintain a relationship? Can we even get anywhere? When this spark dies, which it will, because that's just life, right?
Yeah.
What do we have anything? And then basing that on someone I was with before that is responsible, consistent, always there. Those things. So it's just like, what's more important? The love or the feeling or the spark or the fire and the passion, or the constant? And I'm struggling to figure out which one is most important, or which one is what I need. I don't know what I need. Sometimes I don't know that I need and that's bad, because sometimes I'm like, I'm good.
You're okay.
Alone, and I don't want to feel that way. I want to feel that I need someone. I want to feel that I want someone, but right now I'm like, oh, y'all niggas good.
Maybe it would be nice to have someone who knows when you need your space. And they might need their space, and knows when you need to just chill and just not talk and not be all up under each other. That would be nice.
Yeah. I think I just really have to take time to learn Kevonna and learn. You know how they say you're different when you're in survival mode versus just like whatever the alternative is to survival.
Able to just thrive.
Yeah, like I feel like I've been in the survival space for a couple years. I mean, we all have. Like, life sucks right now. Like COVID. I mean, life is beautiful, but like COVID, and then everything that's going on in the world, and then like me with relationship things, all these things. I'm just trying to get through the day. I'm just trying to get to the next day, and thankfully I have love and art and humor to get me through, but I've been acting on like an autopilot survival mode, so I don't know what I need.
Why though? Why are you on this autopilot survival mode?
Well, I've had okay, so I'm going through a divorce. That's one thing. So I'm going through a divorce.
Okay.
Then other issues.
Okay.
I was actually diagnosed with MS the end of 2019.
What?
Yeah, I know. There's so many things that like happened at one time.
We got a lot to talk about after the cameras go off. Trust me. Yeah.
So it's so many things that like hit me at one time. Okay. And I'm very like, I can deal with anything. I really can. Like, all right, cool. How do I adjust? How do I figure this out? But everything at one time. So now I'm just like, get through the day. So I'm not looking like, what do I need? I'm not looking like, what do I need in a partner? What kind of love do I need? I'm like, how do I get through the day without crying in my car again today?
Yeah.
Like, don't cry in the car. I'm just trying to, like, I always tell people I get through the day like how I get through a run. If I'm running miles, I'm not trying to get to the end. I'm just trying to get to the next like mailbox. Okay.
One foot in front of the other.
Yeah, so I don't look to see what I need, what I want, what I need in love. It'll find me, and when it finds me, it'll be beautiful. And I'm working on myself in the meantime, and I'm working on being better and less selfish and less crazy and all that stuff.
It's so good you're aware of this. I remember when I was in a space where I was like heartbroken, and I'm like, I'm just trying not to drown. You literally can sometimes feel like you're drowning in life, and that's a place that you don't want to be there. And I remember just thinking, like, I always try to like visualize or try to associate like a metaphor with what I'm going through in life, and I just felt like I was trying to keep my head above water. So I completely understand that. Like, it's a real thing, but you're so aware. And some people never get out of it. Some people are never aware of it. So the fact that you're aware of how you feel, you'll get out of that. Like, you will.
Thank you. I do. I know that. I feel like I am okay. I just know where and that's the thing. That's what keeps me okay, is knowing that I'm here, but I don't have to stay here. No. I just need to get the tools to get me out of here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I'm okay. I just want to heal so that I don't damage other people with my non-okayness. Right. You know what I mean? I want to heal. I want to raise children that can be aware, that can say, I'm not okay right now, but I will be. That's it.
So you're a mommy.
I am a mommy.
Of 2 beautiful boys.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. 10 years old and 4.
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you balance your music career and being a mom?
It's hard. It's really hard. I feel bad all the time.
I was going to ask you about mom guilt. Let's talk about that. Yeah.
Well, I feel bad about everything.
You do?
I feel bad about everything all the time. I do, because I don't ever want anyone to feel bad. I don't ever want anyone to feel like they're not getting what they need. And with my children, they're boys, and I don't have girls, so I don't know what girls need versus what boys need, but I grew up with girls, and it seems like boys need a lot more than girls need to me. Like, they need attention. They want to, like, my boys anyway. I don't know if I made them this way by being, so we're all about dialogue, and I'm like, if my little one is having like a meltdown, I'm like, breathe, tell me what you're feeling, tell me what you're thinking. Okay, we do this shake it off thing. Like, if you have a bad attitude, shake it off. I make them shake. Okay. They get so annoyed. Yeah. I'm like, shake it off. They're like,
Mom, I'm shaking it.
I'm like, if we're in the car, we're not taking that into the house.
Yeah.
Leave your bad attitude in the car or outside of the car. We're not taking it to the house. Breathe in the good, breathe out the bad. And my little one is like, it's not working. I still feel sad. I'm like, so do I. But this is what the therapist told me to do.
Breathe it in. Yeah. How would you categorize yourself as like an artist? Are you an indie artist, or like, what would you say, R&B, pop, it's soul?
It's hard. I guess it would be like pop, soul, R&B-ish. Yeah. I never know, because it's based on the song and my style. Everything I write starts from an acoustic place, from my guitar, but I'm influenced by everything. So I guess it would be like pop, soul.
Okay.
Pop, soul, R&B.
So where are your musical roots from?
Well, I grew up singing in church. I feel like that's the like cliche thing but I really did. My uncle was a pastor. My parents met singing together. They used to sing
cute.
At weddings. Yeah,
they were like a singing duet at weddings?
They would do weddings everywhere. They sang in church together. And my mom grew up singing in a band with her siblings. They would have parties in the basement. Her brother played the guitar, and so music is in our family. My grandpa sang in like this barbershop quartet style group until he was in his 80s.
That's too much for me. I can't even.
It was called the Spiritual Five, but they were so good. Wow. And he really made me love the tone in people's voice. He had such a beautiful voice. So that's where my roots really come from. I sang in school and stuff. We didn't listen to a lot of secular music growing up, so when I started to listen to music on my own, I was always attracted to like Sam Cooke, Etta James. I went way back, and that's what I love. I just love soul. I love blues. I love to feel. If I listen to something and I feel, I'm like, this is it. So that's what I really started listening to when I started listening to my own music. And then, of course, things that were out, but my love is in soul and blues. Yeah.
I think the best voices come from church.
They do.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah. One of my friends, she grew up in church, Seventh-day Adventist, so she never listened to secular music. Tiandra knows her. Janelle.
You're talking about Janelle.
Nell Rose.
Nell.
You
right,
hear her
I'm sorry,
voice.
Nell Rose. Nell.
We know her as Janelle.
I know.
But Nell Rose, yeah.
Her voice is.
You hear her, right?
I love it. I love it. You do.
And yours too.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just like the tone of it. It's just like you can't get that anywhere else. You'll never hear that anywhere else. Like just the where you learn it from. So it's just beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I think when you come from church, you sing from. You just sing from a real place, because I mean that's what I was taught. Like, it's not about performing, it's about connect with God, and you sing from a real space and you want to feel that. So I think that is where my initial feeling of wanting to just connect, because in church, you want to connect. I mean, for me, even now, like, God, please, like, I talk to God like he's my, like, listen, like, I'm struggling, help me. So you just want to connect. You just want to connect.
So I want to know, because I feel like sometimes you get like a 80-20 situation with love, or a 20-80 situation with love. So I want to know what's important to you. Would you rather a provider, a protector, someone you don't ever have to worry about anything financially, or someone who's a lover, who knows how to love you the way you want to be loved, but he don't got his shit together? Like, what would you choose?
That's so tough. I feel like it's kind of bouncing back to what I was saying earlier.
Exactly, yep.
And it's hard, especially because my first example of love is from my father, and he is a provider. He's an Aquarius provider. He'll work 25 jobs before my mom has to go out of her way. He's about making the money, being there, making sure we have everything we need. But he wasn't really there in the way that I needed.
Okay.
So I feel like I attract men that are that way, and I'm attracted to men that are that way, that will do anything that I need. Work. Oh, like my ex-husband, you don't have to work, just pursue your music, do what you need to do. But then it's just like, but you're not giving me the love that I need. So it's hard. I do want a man like that, because I
want both.
I want both. I don't want someone who doesn't have their shit together, but I want you to love me. Like,
I know. I need a balance.
I feel like they don't. I'm sure you can teach someone, right, to give you the things that you need. And I'm not opposed to that. Some people are like, I shouldn't have to teach you. I shouldn't have to tell you how to love me. Some people don't
know. And
I don't mind that.
Yeah, and based on like their upbringing, maybe they're open to it, but that's not how they were taught. So maybe that's not what they saw in their lives. So maybe that would be, maybe some people are open to that. Like, I don't know how to do this, but if you teach me how to love, teach me how to love, show me the way to surrender my heart.
I know.
But that would be, So I really can't choose either. If I had it my way, I'd probably choose provider, protector. Yeah. Because that is a way of showing your love. However, I would need you to, but with me, I'm not the most affectionate person in the world. So it's kind of tough with me, because I was like, I'll take this, because I might not show my love in that way, but I might not also show my love in like affection. Yeah. I do. But it has to be like the right person. Yeah. So
I'm not extremely affectionate either. No. I mean, you probably would think so by listening to my music and the way I'm vulnerable. I am vulnerable, but in a we can have a conversation about it. Even with my children, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to hug them more. I mean, I hug my little one because he initiates hugs. He's like, mommy, I love you.
He's a lover.
Yeah, and then my older one, he's kind of like, mommy, can I have? I'm like, if you have to ask me for a hug, that means I didn't hug you today. Like, that makes me like. So I don't think my family was very affectionate. So in terms of physical touch, that's not my love language. My love language is words of affirmation.
I was going to tell you. I was going to ask you, what is your love language?
It's words of affirmation and quality time. Okay. So I am big on words. And I feel like as soon as you say that, it's like a negative, like, well, I'm an action person, I'm not a words person. Like, I don't want you to say it and not do it. What I'm saying is, I need you, if we're having a conversation, I need you to be engaged. If I'm showing you a song, like, I'll show my sister a song and she'll be on Instagram like, oh yeah, I like it. I'm like, bitch, if you don't put that down,
I need you to put your phone down. That is a pet peeve for me.
I need you to listen to it. I need you to tell me, I like this, I hated this, and I don't need good things or praise all the time. I just need to know what you're thinking. I need you to say, ooh, I don't like that, change that hook. Or if I'm telling you a story and you're like, well, you're wrong, I just need your words. I don't need them to be good words all the time. I just need to know what you're thinking. I want to know what's in your brain.
And make a little bit of eye contact. Like, you don't have to tell me like, oh, Kevonna, you're amazing. Yes. You're this, you're that. But like, talk to me. Yes. Give me a little bit of criticism, because I need that. So that's one of mine too. Definitely like a physical touch isn't, I want all of them. Okay. So I want every single love language, but that would be the least physical touch. But I'm a big like words of affirmation, quality time. Yeah. And also like, what is it? Acts of service.
Mm-hmm.
Is gifts one?
Gifts is one.
Yeah, all of them.
Gifts?
Yeah,
you're
all
also
of
a Taurus, though.
Yeah.
You're a Taurus. Y'all like gifts.
Because if you give me a gift, like, wow, you're thinking about me.
Of me.
I'm about to cry. So I like it. I like it. Yeah. So I tell everyone that comes and talks to me, all these talented, beautiful, exceptional people, to drop a jewel for your fans, for your family, for your friends, for all your supporters, for anyone that might come across any of your work. Let them know. Drop a jewel.
A jewel?
Yeah,
okay.
A jewel.
A jewel for me would be to live in the present, live in the moment, spend time with your family and friends, and show real love, which is just living in the moment, living in the present, getting to know each other deeply. That's my jewel.
Yay! Yeah, but I'm really excited for what's to come.
Me too.
I've always been a fan ever since I met you. So it's so exciting to have you on this platform and just talk to you.
Here.
I appreciate your transparency.
Thank you.
You're awesome. And I know, you know what, a lot of people, they don't have the courage to do what you're doing. You have no idea. I was just like, we gotta get her here. We gotta get her here. So you're one of my favorites.
Thank you.
So again, can you just introduce your next single coming out on February 11th?
February 11th.
Okay.
Yes, February 11th, I am dropping my second single. It's called That's Fine. You can find it everywhere. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Kevonna Rose.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again, you can find her on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook,
TikTok.
I'm Kevonna Rose.
It's so embarrassing. I'm like TikTok.
No, I saw one of your videos on Instagram, and you did good. You did good. Don't worry about it, because I'm new to
my
it too.
10-year-old was like, it's cringy that you have a TikTok.
My daughter tells me that all the time. Don't worry about them. They'll be all right. But thank you so much. I enjoyed you, and we about to party a little bit more. And be on the lookout for her new single coming out February 11th.
February 11th.
Okay, That's Fine. Woo! Episode 3.
This is Kevonna Rose on The Jewel Effect, episode 3 with Jalen Jewel. That's as lit as it gets.